Hey guys, welcome back to the official YouTube channel for CruiseCasinoMafia.com. Your home for over 400 and counting pro casino income strategies. Use the code MAFIA and the number 50, and you can get in on getting a lifetime membership. You know, it's funny, we have over 400 videos, private videos, separate from these public ones, as well as PDFs with all types of systems that you can test and try and tweak. And the crazy thing is, you know, you only need to find one or two things that work for you, that make sense for your risk to reward ratio, for the games that you're most interested in. And just one or two of them could change your life. That's right. I know that sounds crazy, absolutely crazy, but we have so many people that are looking for a second income, something to supplement what they're making now. Maybe they're retired. Maybe it's just extra income. Whatever it may be, if you don't want to sell stuff on eBay or join an MLM, or learn how to trade in the crazy Wall Street markets right now, or do crypto, this may be the right place for you. Most places in the country, you can literally walk out of wherever you live and within an hour's time frame, usually find a casino nowadays. So whether you're looking to do it on the side, whether you're looking to do it only on vacations, on cruise ships in Vegas, whatever it may be, we have something for everybody. And the funny thing is, you do not need to learn 400 systems. You need to tailor it down and find what works for you. And if you can focus on doing that, you literally could create an income stream for yourself. And basically work the hours you want to work, make what you want to make. And yes, there is risk. Just like any type of investment type vehicle, there is risk. But you can control the risk. No differently than investments on Wall Street. You can control the risk. You don't walk into a casino and they don't say, give me all your money, and maybe we'll give it back to you on the way out. That's not the way it works, even though a lot of people psychologically walk into the casino and literally give them their money. So with that being said, today we're going to do a fun video. I'm taking something, we love money management here. We believe that 80% of the game is, if you want to make money, is on the money management side. It's not magical crystal balls. So I'm going to show you a simple money management concept, one of them that you can kind of tweak and play around with. I haven't done a lot with this one yet. This is a little bit of a different way of approaching it. So I thought I would do a demo with you guys, and then we'll add that to the mix if it's something that's interesting. It's a little different. It's a tweak on something that we've done before. So here you guys go. Let's go ahead and just deal. And we're going to do this on Baccarat, but you can do this on roulette as well if it's an even money bet. All right. And in Baccarat, we don't have the zeros, so the odds are a little bit better. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. You can do this with the bet selection is no big deal. I'm showing you this for the money management, just so you know. You can use any bet selection you want. But to make life easier, we'll do a follow the last, right? Follow the last result. So the last result is a player, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put $10 out on player. And the only thing you need to keep track of is really simple. We're not going to be going up our bet on an individual loss, right? We're not going up on losses. We're going to go up only after a series of losses, right? After a series of losses, not one loss. A series is two or more losses followed by a win. And you'll see how this thing works. So let's do this. Here we go. So we're betting on player for 10. It's a tie. Another tie. This is how we're going to start out the game. That's crazy. All right, there's a win. We're up 1 unit. So before we go any farther than this, we'll give you the other little hint if you're new to the channel. We don't normally play forever and ever and ever. We're looking for hit and run tactics most of the time, right? Because even though we're only playing at $10 a pop at the moment, we're going to pretend that we're playing for $100 or $1,000 a pop. How many units do you need to make if this was $100 or a $500 base unit? So we're going to play for longer than we normally would just to demo what we're doing. But in reality, what we teach our private members is to make units and move. Make units and move. Keep your money moving. And once you have enough units, you can move up your base unit from this $10 level to 15 or 20 or 25 or 50. But that's a whole nother video, and that's what we teach inside of CruzCasinoMafia.com. So here we go. So we're going to put out another 10. We're just following what came last. Okay. We're up 2 units already. Doing absolutely nothing. 3 units already. So if we were playing for 3 units a shoe, we would already be done. What if these were $100 units? You just made $300. That's not the point of the video. The point of the video is the money management, so we'll just keep going. Wow. So we picked the right bet selection, that's for sure, for this specific shoe. That's crazy. Okay, 5 units already, and we didn't have to do anything. But that's not going to happen all the time. Everybody knows that. Okay, we finally lost. Right? So what does that mean? It means we're following the last result. We're not going up on our bet with this money management. We're just going to move our $10 to the banker. Okay, and we won. We're basically right where we were before. Forget about the change. That's because banker pays less than player. So just round it up. So we're still right at our session high, and you need to remember what your session high is, okay, for this money management. Remember what your session high is. Our session high is $50. We're not going up, okay? So here we go. Let's keep going. We're going to stay with banker for the $10. And we won again. So our session high is 60. Just remember what your session high is. Okay, we lost, right? We lost. Now we're going to go to player. We're going to stay with the 10. We don't go up on a loss. And we win, and we're basically back to our session high. So we're not going to make any move in terms of our bet amount. That's a tie, just repeat it. Okay, we lost. We don't go up on a loss. We move to the banker. And we win. Okay, so that was a win after 1 loss. We're not going to do anything. Why is that? Because we're still basically around the $60 level. All right, our new level is about $70. Okay. This has been an easy shoe, that's for sure, with the bet selection we've been playing. That's not always going to be the case. So this is about $80, just round it up. Okay, so our new session high is about $80. Okay, we lost. We come down here to player, and we're still flat betting. That's a tie. Okay, we lost again, right? We're not going up. We're not going up. So why are we doing this? Because if we get into a bit of a losing streak, we're not putting more money after bad during the losing streak. You'll see how we handle this. So we're moving over to banker. Okay, we lost again, so we're in a little bit of a losing streak, which is great because we can show you what to do. Now we're waiting for a win now. We're waiting for a win. Okay, there's our trigger. So now we had our little losing streak and then we had a win. This is when we look at where are we at, right? Let's round this up to 60. But I think our high was $80 or so, right? So that is below our session high, right? 60 is below 80, right? So this is what you're going to do. Only now, after a series of losses followed by a win, do we look and we evaluate, are we at our prior session high? The answer is no. So now we're still following what came last, but now we're going to double our bet from 10 to 20. Okay? We lost. We're going to stay at the 20. Okay? We're going to stay at the 20. And we win, right? We win. Now, that is, we're at about 60. Let's just call this 57. We are still below, we're still below our $80 session high, right? Our $80 session high. So what you're going to do is you're going to double here. So we're going to go to $40 on Banker. Okay, 40 on Banker. Okay, and we win. Look where we're at. We're now created a new session high. So we're going to go back to our base bet. We always want to return to our base bet as quickly as possible. That's how you control the volatility of your bankroll. Or you quit here. This is basically rounding up. It's like $100, right? You already made 10 units. We would be long gone in this shoe, just so you understand, if you're new to this. We don't teach just keep going and going and going. We make our money, we hit the road. All right? So we would have already been gone, but let's just keep playing so you guys get the hang of the money management. So we're going to return to the $10 base bet. We lose. We stay at the $10 base bet. We don't go up after losses. We lose. See, we're in another little bit of a losing streak. We lose. Doesn't matter. We're not going up. We lose. See how it's chopping now? Now the bet selection isn't working. And that's going to happen. Look at this. It's taking us all the way down. But we're not losing a fortune. We finally won. So that triggers us to look at our balance. Let's just call that 55 or so. We were at 95. So that's below our session high. So we have to do our double. So we go to 20. Okay, and by the way, this is why you quit when you're up. That's the whole point. Okay, 20, we're still below, right? We're still below, right? But we're going to stay. We're within one win. We're within one win of getting back to where we were. So we're just going to go here and we're going to stay at the 20. Or let me show you what you can do. Right? If you want to play it conservatively, here's the flexibility with this money management. And I would probably do this, I'll be honest with you. You can stay at the 20 here. You're within about $20 of where you were. Or you can immediately go back to the 10, the base bet, knowing that you're within a very short period of time of getting back to where you are. We'll do one more bet at the 20. Which is the more aggressive approach, right? What was the last one here? I don't even remember. It was a player. So we're going to stay with player, and we'll stay at the 20. So we'll do it the more aggressive way this time. And the only reason I'm showing you guys is to get you used to not doubling and doubling and doubling and doubling and following your money down the drain after losses. This method slows up the size of the bets. So here we go. And we lost. So we're going to go and do the 20 here. We're not going up. And we won. All right? 73. You need to make that decision again. You're only within $25 or whatever or less of being back to the session high. I stay right here. I stay right here. Okay? I don't go up. Okay? And we win. Do you see how playing it conservatively is the way to go? Right? We're basically back to where we were. We rode out 2 streaks of losers and a choppy period without going up to record high bets. We had a bunch of losses in a row that took us down. We never made a bet higher than, what was it, $40? Maybe? Did we get to 40? I don't even remember. All right? You know what your martingaling and doubling up would have done? You would have already been hundreds and hundreds of dollars down. Okay? And fighting to claw back and needing a huge bankroll to play. Do you see how much lower our bankroll requirement is? All right, we played for about 15 minutes or so, less than 15 minutes. We're up 10 units basically. And we went through a great streak and 2 bad streaks. And we never bet more than, I think, $40. So of course we're going to return now to our base bet. Okay, we lose, no big deal. We go to player. We win. All right? We don't do anything. You don't do anything when a loss is followed by 1 win. It has to be a series of losses, which is 2 or more. Okay? So we stay here. Here we go. Tie. Repeat the bet. We win. We stay there. We win. Look at this. Look at how many units you're up right now. And your base bet was just $10. Okay? Let's just do a little bit more so you guys get the feeling for it. Tie. We lose. Go to banker. We win. Okay? We stay with banker. You see how we're not going up? We're not getting crazy with our bets. We lost. Big deal. We go to player. We lost again. We go to banker. Oh, and remember, you have to always know what's your session high. Our session high was 112, basically, right? Right around there. We lost again, so we're in another big losing streak. We finally win. That's the trigger. You're at about $82. It's really probably like 85 because of the banker. You know, you lose more with the banker. But let's just look at this. We round it up. Let's say it's 82. Our session high was like 112. So we have to make our move up. So now we're going to be betting 20 instead of 10 on banker. It's a tie. We lost. We don't go up. That's the difference. You see that? There we go. Okay. We're back to 82 or so. We're still down. Okay? We're still down. This is where you have to make the decision. This is the flexibility. Okay? If I'm up 8 units, we can play it with the hard and fast rule, right? That 112 is our session high, which would normally, if we play the rule, that means we would bump it to 40 right now. Okay? You have to make the decision what type of player you want to be. If you want to play it with that rule, then you got to go to 40 now. Right? You got to go to 40 now. Now, let me show you a little cheat sheet flexibility. We're going to get into some advanced stuff here. You can do the basic rule where you look at the session high 112, look at to this, and you can say, okay, that means I'm supposed to double, right? But you're already up 8 units. You want to see what we teach people to do if they're doing something similar to this? If you don't want to go back to 10, which is the ultra conservative, right? Like I tell you, that's what I do. I would go back to 10 most likely. Your other option is to be aggressive. You're below, you double. But there's a middle ground. You want to know what the middle ground is? The middle ground is to go up just a unit instead of the double. So now we're going to do a $30 bet here. So for purposes of this, do you see that there's flexibility? Use common sense. Okay. Look, we took a little less risk. We didn't play it ultra conservative going back to 10, but we're back to our session high. Now, absolutely nothing to think about here. You are obviously going back to the base bet. See that? Look. Again, we would have already quit. We made the amount of units we need. Let's just do a few more. Do you see the flexibility? You can play this with hard, fast rules, or you can use your brain. Look at this. We're up 13 units right now in one shoe, and we're only on hand 55, which is enough for me. Okay? That's the way that you play smart. You didn't see me going up after every loss. We had streaks of 4 or 5 losers in a row, I think, somewhere in that range. Probably no more than 5, I don't think, but whatever it is, we definitely had multiple streaks of losers. We also had a really great streak to start the session with wins. And we probably would have quit right there. We wouldn't even have gone further than that. Okay? We banked that money. We banked that money. Because the key for us is to capture money, not play the game. Not play the game to capture money. And when we're starting with $10 at this $10 unit base units, most likely our people that learn how to do this are doing it because they have a game plan. They're looking to take whatever bankroll they started with and build the bankroll so that they have enough units in their requirement to be able to change their base bet from 10 to 15 or 10 to 20 or 10 to 25 and continue to ride this so that the casino's money is eventually funding your bankroll to the point where these units are $50, $75, or $100. Think about that. How many units do you need to make if this is a $100 unit, right? That's the way that we teach people how to play. That's the right way to play. And notice I didn't do any type of fancy bet selection on this video, right? I just continue to play what came before. If you tag in bet selections that increase your odds, that makes this even better. And that's what we teach people how to do. It's components. It's putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And there's many ways to do that. There's not just one way to do it. All right. So I hope you guys got a pretty interesting intro to some of the things that we teach on the private side. And feel free to like the video. That always helps us. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't been here before. And definitely think about, if you want to take this stuff seriously, joining us on the private side of CruzCasinoMafia.com. Have a great day.